Hey everybody, it's the Pudgy Picker here with my next video on some findings. Went garage sale and well, I hit a couple big like community sales and then hit a couple thrift stores. So I wanted to show you what I got. First thing I got is this fabric and it was $4.29. So I'm just going to like fly through it real quick because some people aren't really interested. I have two pieces of like floral. Same one. I have a lighter one of floral. I have some, I don't know if it's, I think it's Paddington. Remember him, the bear in the raincoat? Have that. I have some red fabric. I have some Winnie the Pooh panels. Now I don't know. I haven't really looked over these yet. Oh, it says page. It's pages, so you can make like a soft book, or you could do something else with these. I'm sure somebody, whoever buys them from me. I got some holly fabric and some more Winnie the Pooh fabric. Now fabric, most of these pieces I'll probably get $2 to $3 each. So, and it was $4, so I usually do pretty good on fabric. Usually in the summer when I go to a garage sale, I've had people say, I have this huge box of fabric, $5, just take it. So, and I price it out individually, so I usually do pretty good. This was in the bag and I was very surprised. And it is, that's applique, you know, where you sew it on the outside. It's not done. It looks like it might be, I don't know, a tablecloth or something. So I might just sell it as is, or cut a piece out and frame it, or do something. But that was in the $4.29 bag. Some other things I got is I got this cool little shelf. I paid $1 for it. So I might just use this, you know, where I told you I have a booth where I have my stuff for sale. I might use it as a display piece, or I might just sell it. And I paid, like I said, I think $1 for that. I'll probably ask for $5 if I sell it. These are really cool. I got these at a resale shop. I got one, this shape, I'll show you what it is. And then this one. And they have a light in them. Isn't that cool? So they were $5 each, so I'll probably ask $10 or $12 for the set, because they're kind of the same, different shapes but same colors. I'll have a hard time not keeping these. I like stuff like this. I like stuff that lights up. So those were $5 each. Let me put those down. Something else I got, and this is one of those things that it depends on if people are interested or not. This is a very heavy enamelware. It's a bowl. I'm either going to sell this or I'm going to use it for our dog for their food dish. I'm not sure. I only paid 99 cents. If I do sell it, I'll do 6 or 7 on it. I'll have to look it up too, though, to see how much. I think certain colors go better than others, like the blue and white or the red and white. I've done red and white before. It does pretty good. The blue and white I think is pretty standard, so I'll do a little looking on that before I sell that one. This, isn't it cute? It's a rubber ducky, but it's a planter. And the dog is sneezing, if that's what you're hearing. This is actually a glass, and this was only $2.49. So I'm going to probably do 10 on that one. But it's a planter of some sort. In fact, it says Telefloral Gifts on it. So it was probably had flowers or something in it. So that's very cute. But $2.49, I couldn't beat that. I also got a picture frame, $1.99. I got a little laundry sign, says where mom hangs out. Unfortunately, that's true. 50 cents. I'll probably ask maybe 3 or 4 for that. I have, this was really cool. And I actually saw this in this thrift store probably a couple of weeks ago. And I said, I don't know if I want to buy it. It's a little too much. But it was half price today. So it was $2.29 and it was half. This is handmade. Somebody evidently took a sleeve off of a sweater, and it's a little lined bag. You could use it for a purse, or you could put a bottle in it and give it to somebody. I'm probably going to ask like $6 for it. So I paid like $1.15. So there's that. I got a lampshade because I bought a lamp at a thrift store for $10.99, and it was 75% off. So I got that for a good price, and then the lampshade I think was $3. So I don't know if I'm going to add any trim or anything. I'll see what I got, but I'm going to go ahead and sell that. And baskets, I have a couple of ideas for these, but I paid 99 cents for this one, and I paid 49 cents for this one. And then I'm going to repurpose this for something else. But a lady was selling these. She said they're gift bags. So I guess you put something in there and then you just like cinch up the top. But I have a different idea for these. I'm going to put them in here. But let's see what else. I got books for myself. That's the only thing I bought for myself, I think. I got a puzzle, and it is so cute. It has 2 little snowmen, and it's got little footprints, and one has a little sled. Now, I think I told you in previous videos that I usually don't buy puzzles unless they are sealed or they have plastic. This one has plastic. This one has an original price tag on it for $12.99. I paid $2. So I'll probably ask $6 for this. And like I said, I hit and miss on puzzles, so we'll see how that goes. The last thing, before I show you some small stuff, is I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet.
She's licking the glue.
But this is some really cool looking heavy books. And I got a green one and this burgundy one and then another green one. But the edges are the gilded, $1/4 each. So I don't know if I'm going to do an art project with this or what, but even if I sell them individually, I'll probably put $5 on them. So people like to have them just sitting on a shelf like this for decorating or display and have something sitting on top. So I probably will just sell those as they are. And I have some small things I want to show you, but I'm going to change camera angles because they're little and I don't want you to miss anything. So come in a little closer and I'll show you. Okay, this is one of the things I wanted to show you that I had to have the lady explain to me what they are. If you look real close, I took the glass out of that just to show you. These are birds and they're a magnet. So you could put them on the glass like they're flying through the glass. So there's a cardinal, and I don't know what that is, probably a robin, and an owl. Isn't that cool? And they were 50 cents each, so I'm probably going to ask probably $4 a piece.
It's a bluebird.
Oh, it's a bluebird. My daughter just corrected me. But look at that. Isn't that really cool? You just that is just awesome. I saw that and I'm like, why is that in 2 pieces? So she had to explain, but so $1.50 for all 3 of those. And the next thing, this is really cool. I think it's leather. It says Aruba on it. And it's a fish, like a fish change purse. And I paid 50 cents. But isn't that cute? So I saw that and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of weird. You know how I said some things, you know the price and what they're valued at, and some things are just kind of weird like that, and people like weird. I got 2 of these. Now people like to hang jewelry on these. I don't know if people will like the smaller ones. I have 2 of them. They were $1/4 each. Probably only going to ask $1.50 for them. Even though I don't always like to get small things and sell them for a cheap price, I do need filler. So if I have larger items, I can just put these in with frames or something. But I thought they were cute. So those were $1/4. This one is really cute. It's a little door, a little screen door. It says "Friends Gather Here." I got it for 50 cents. So I'll probably ask like $1 for that. I got, this one is cute. I might put this in my own kitchen. It says, "Kitchen closed, this chick's had it," and it says "on strike." And I got that for 50 cents. Let's see. Also, there was a lady that had some craft items in a box, and she had 50 cents on it. No, she had $1 on the box, but it was like sand art and stuff, and I'm not really interested in that. So these are actual mosaic tiles. They're glass. So I got these two, and the adhesive that dries clear. It was in the box, and I pulled it out, and I said, can I just give you 50 cents, because I really don't want the sand, because I'll end up sweeping it off the floor. And she said, yeah, go ahead. So I don't know if the glue is like, whoa, yeah. So I think it's still good. So I figure I could get a tray or do some kind of project, or I could sell it by itself. People love this stuff. And this is expensive. This is like $3-4 for a bag if you buy it at like Joann's or anything. So I'm gonna sell those. Now the rest of the stuff I got, I believe, is jewelry. And I just opened up what they call a showcase, and I'm allowed to have jewelry in there, and it's locked up so nobody steals stuff. So this, I'll put these two down and then you can look at them. I have one is a turtle with like a little glass stone in it, and the other one is a butterfly. They are brooches. Brooches are coming back in style, or at least I do pretty good with them. So I got actually a couple more brooches. I got that one, and I got this little one, and I got this one, which is kind of like a, now I'm gonna try and think of what this is called, and everybody's gonna be screaming it, but I can't hear you. Oh, I can't think of the name of it, but it's, oh, I mean, it's kind of 60. You know what? I'll probably think of it later, and I'll probably just have my daughter edit what it says and put on there, because that is something that definitely, you know, sells. So those are 5 brooches. I think I paid, let's see, 1, 2, 3, $50 for all of them, and I'll probably put like $5 on each. So that, the brooches I did pretty good on. And I got a necklace. The stone's pretty cool. The necklace is kind of cheapy, but it's like a real pretty purple polished stone. So I got that for 50 cents. I'll probably just put maybe $3-4 on it. So those are all the small things I got. I hope you all enjoyed my video, and I'll see you next time with my next haul. Bye!